With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Kickoff for Cincinnati.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs 7, Bengals nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check three.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
25 yards. And
from down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Complete.
Ricky Seals Jones. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
For the point after.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to John Ross. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Let's get it. Here we go, Shaq. 72. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Check the backer, check the backer. 79.
Now Joe Mixon trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Juan Thornhill on the tackle.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Mike's 50. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And this is caught. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Harrison Butker to kick.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
A 10-yard
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Richie James, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Burrow took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 47 yards. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. Shift. 60 Eagles.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down by Adrian Colbert. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
57 to 43.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1st down. Here's Burrow. He'll buy some time. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The Bengals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Burrow will throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the Bengals' 28-yard line.
Yellow. Arjo Blue, lady. Hey, 57 color, 57 color. Check. 6 guy. Check 6 guy. 10.
Mahomes now on 1st down. This is caught, and he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this offense continues to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
Daniel on the tackle.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd and 8.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give it more than when I get expected up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Bengals on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
It's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow going deep downfield for it's caught inside the 25 and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Touchdown. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, and it's for Clyde now, but the Bengals get a bit closer. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this throw caught left side. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the 1st half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mixon. Tough running, but not a lot to show for it. They stop him shy of the 25. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch the slant. Kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Panther 60. Panther 60. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Attack! Got you, punk. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Big stop. 55, Mike, 55. Check. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Don't get nervous. He's crashing. He's checking in.
Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
19 tight. Check, 53's Mike. 65.
Now Burrow on first down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Burrow. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chiefs.
Burrow going to get this out to Boyd on the perimeter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
At the 37-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's been a long day for you. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go one more.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check.
Burrow looking to pass. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
But I can't go. No, I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Hey, they're scared.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not... Trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
On second down now, Mixon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
On 3rd down, Burrow. His pass caught in the 4. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now here's Snell, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Benny Snell, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals gain a bit of respectability. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
1st down, Kansas City.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it will wind up just being incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Ricky Seals-Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chiefs 70, Bengals 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
Pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I know he ain't got it. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
Now it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
We got to get the ball, D.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get in there. Get in there. Go street. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. 60
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer.
Is good.
And he's got it up and through.
Score. Chiefs 70, Bengals 21. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
They're on the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 55. Hey, what's the ball? What's the ball? Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. You gonna see me in your 57. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go, back.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
77, Bengals 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Number 25.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
84, Bengals 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Bengals on third down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 53's right. You must be Panther 11.
Play action. It's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the chief linemen might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
5 yards. First down, Kansas City.
43.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At the 23-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Check 53's right. Check 53's right. Watch twist. Right below 80. Twist. Watch the edge. Check 13. Check 13.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
That's good.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly.
Skyrocketed.
Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So that one will be accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Hey, here we go. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Hey, Ripple squeeze double up. 57's Mike. Mike 57. All day. All day.
Mahomes going to throw it here. That's caught over the middle by Seals-Jones. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down, Chiefs.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Exit. Hey, check Mike. 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts.
First down.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike 55. 15. Right there in the middle. 55. Man. 15. Check nickel.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Mike 55. Check, 55, Mike. You can't block me. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for Ricky Seals-Jones. It's third down. And
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
43, 15. Easy. 52.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Mahomes pass intercepted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
91.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.